On a sun-drenched day in April 2001, the tiny island nation of American Samoa found itself thrust into the global spotlight, not for its pristine beaches or vibrant Polynesian culture, but for a soccer match that would etch itself into sporting infamy. The stage was the International Sports Stadium in Coffs Harbour, Australia, and the opposing team was none other than the Socceroos, the Australian national team, a force to be reckoned with in the world of football. American Samoa, a U.S. territory nestled in the South Pacific, was a world away from the high-stakes, professionalized world of international football. Soccer, or as they called it, soca, was a beloved pastime, played on makeshift fields and with a passion that belied their lack of resources and experience. The national team, affectionately dubbed the Talo Saga, was a motley crew of players, ranging from high school students to port workers, united by their love for the game and their pride in their country. The match against Australia was a David versus Goliath clash of epic proportions. Australia, a top-tier footballing nation, boasted a team of seasoned professionals, while American Samoa's squad was composed of amateur players with limited exposure to international competition. The gulf in skill and experience was vast, and the match was destined to be a one-sided affair. As the whistle blew, the mismatch became painfully evident. The Australian players, with their superior technique and tactical nous, toyed with their opponents, effortless weaving through the American Samoan defense and peppering the goal with shots. The American Samoan players, outclassed and overwhelmed, could only watch in despair as the goals rained down upon them. Archie Thompson, Australia's star striker, was on a scoring rampage, etching his name into the record books as he netted an incredible 13 goals. The final score, Australia 31, American Samoa 0. It was a massacre, a sporting humiliation that would forever be remembered as one of the most lopsided matches in international football history. For the American Samoan players, the defeat was a crushing blow. They had given their all, but they were simply no match for the formidable Australians. Yet, amidst the disappointment, there was a sense of pride. They had represented their country with honor and determination, and they had etched their names in sporting history, albeit for a reason they never expected. The world watched in disbelief as the news of the result spread. The match became a symbol of the vast disparities in the world of football, highlighting the challenges faced by smaller, less developed nations in competing against the global superpowers of the sport. In the aftermath of the match, American Samoa faced calls to withdraw from international football, with pundits arguing that it was cruel and pointless to subject the team to such humiliation. But the American Samoan players and officials remained defiant. They refused to give up on their dream of competing on the world stage, even if they knew they would always be underdogs. The 31-0 defeat became a catalyst for change. The American Samoan Football Federation embarked on a mission to improve the standard of football in the country, investing in coaching, infrastructure, and youth development programs. They also sought to find players of American Samoan heritage who were playing at a higher level in other countries, hoping to inject some much-needed experience and quality into the national team. The journey was far from easy. There were setbacks and challenges along the way, but the American Samoan football community remained resolute. They were determined to prove that the 31-0 defeat was just a blip in their sporting history, not a defining moment. Years later, the American Samoan national team still stands, a symbol of resilience and determination. They have won matches, lost matches, and drawn matches. They have faced formidable opponents and experienced the thrill of victory and the sting of defeat. But through it all, they have never lost their love for the game or their pride in representing their country. The 31-0 defeat may have been a moment of sporting humiliation, but it also served as a wake-up call, a catalyst for change, and a reminder of the power of sport to inspire and unite. The story of the American Samoan soccer team is a tale of underdog spirit, resilience, and the unwavering belief in the power of dreams.